Hi guys, it's reaction time. We got Stryper and Grateful. Well, this is part of my track by track reaction for the album. Unexpected, this one. So I've got all my track by tracks figured out because I've got the album already. So I'm going to start recording all those track by tracks over the next couple of weeks, and then they'll be uploaded obviously when they are released. But this is a surprise one. Grateful came out today along with Love Symphony. So didn't know anything about this coming out. I knew Love Symphony was going to come out, but this one, well, it's a third single basically. So here I am. Earlier than I expected to do this, but here we are. So it's been great so far, man. End of Days, Love Symphony. It's a brilliant start to the album. And I can't wait to hear the rest, man. I really can't. I have started the reactions, but and let me tell you, it's a brilliant sounding album. It really is. It's a great start, like I said. So Grateful, here we are for the surprise third track of the track by track When We Were Kings reaction, track by track reaction. Here we go. Oh man, it's them at their melodic best. I mean, everything is just so first time listen, so catchy and hooky. Quite a modern sounding riff. It's quite a modern sounding riff, I would say, especially the main riff that started off the song and then came in and out. Beautifully produced again, because you know you can hear those acoustic guitars just strumming along. Just a lovely sounding mix, man, to this album. It really is, and I really think they've got it right. I mentioned in the other couple of songs about the drum. I thought the drums were slightly too loud in the Final Battle album. I think Michael sorted that out. Not that he listened to me, obviously, maybe he thought it himself. But I think the balance of the instruments now on this album is just perfect, man. It's a really bright production, and you know, when you've got acoustic guitar, when you've got a little bit of an electric guitar and all that going on at the same time. To have that balance is really important to make every instrument, you know, really bright in the mix. The song itself, man, is just so catchy. I love the way, again, he's using his, I think, it's not a falsetto, but the way he sort of smooths his voice out on certain lines. You know, he's not full pelt like he has been on some songs. He'll like smooth it out and sort of put this sort of smoother tone and quiet it down. I love what he's doing on this album in general with his vocals, and of course he's had his massive vocal problems operation. He wouldn't know it, I know. He sounds as good as ever, man. And I think, you know, the promise of what Michael Sweet has said in the press, and I know he gets a bit of stick for saying this is the best album we've done and all that. He always says it, and, you know, why shouldn't you have confidence in your music? But what he has said, which I think is really true from what we've heard so far, is definitely got a great mixture of their 80s sound plus their new heavy sound. You know, I think the balance is really perfect from what I've heard so far. And, you know, there's some real sort of, like, I think pop metal was used, that word. I think, you know, that's really true. And I mean, this is more of like a ballad. Definitely a sort of a ballad. Really in touch with some of the ballads I'd say they've done over the last couple of albums for sure. You know, songs like Near and stuff like that, they've definitely got that sound, but it's so catchy, man. So catchy. And to think that Michael Sweet writes songs like One a Day, he sets a time. He's just an unbelievable, like, writing machine. He sets like a month aside, I think, or a couple of weeks to write the album. You know, and it just flows. He says it flows out of him, you know, and it's just brilliant, man. I mean, you've never got a problem, have you? Well, you will have a problem if he came to a halt, but there's no sign of it yet, man. It's absolutely superb so far. Here we go for the rest. Beautiful choral vocals, man. I mean, when you got backing singers like this, man, it really does the job. And you hear those beautiful backing vocals going, harmonising, going over the chorus there. Love the solo. And the first part of it almost had a Thin Lizzy vibe with that twin lead. Very cool, very melodic. It seems the solos, as always, Stryper solos are really well thought out on this album as well. I mean, not just jamming, man. They just think about every single note on those solos. It surprised me a little bit, you know, when it came to a stop. It said when Michael was just singing "I'm So Grateful" on his own, and then the drums came in. I was expecting the guitars to come in heavy, bit of a surprise. You just had the acoustic guitar. I was expecting it to come in with a bang. We got the guitars a bit later. Just a tiny little, not even a nitpick. It's just something I thought might happen, but yeah, they surprise you, man. That's what music's about. Love that. That's the third song that everyone can hear off of this album. Like I said, I am going to be recording all the track by track in the next couple of weeks. I'll be releasing the singles when the singles release, and then I'll release the rest of the tracks reactions once the album's released on the day of release. So we'll not release anything beforehand. But man, let me tell you, you guys are going to love the album. It's absolutely superb. And well, you've had a good taste of it now. 3 songs. One surprise one out of that. Absolutely amazing stuff. That was Grateful by Stryper. Another banger. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below though, guys. And I'll see you soon.